everybody, this is Sherry with CPR, Craft, Pray, Repeat. And I've got some more Christmas tags to share with you today. I have been trying to get as many done as I possibly can before I go on vacation so that I can have videos for you guys while I'm gone. And plus that keeps me going. I want to have enough to not only share with the police department this year, but I'd like to add the fire department. So I really got to kick it in gear if I want to have enough for everybody. For this die, I used just one of my standard tags that I have in my stash. It usually has a piece that goes on the inside, which is probably why it looks a little bit different than what you're used to seeing it. But I can't do that because this would have went out over the sides of it, and I didn't want that. But the tag itself fit great. I used a bow die, and I can't remember the name of the company that I bought it from because I've had it for years. It's just a little tiny die, little tiny bow, and I used this piece from a different die because this one had the things that went out, and they weren't flagged the way this one was. So I kind of cannibalized two different dies to get the bow the way I wanted. Here's my little 2 tag right down here. I used my Spellbinders dies for the poinsettias to make the poinsettias. Then I used some of the same poinsettia, only in green, to add the leaves. This wreath here is, I believe, retired. But I will check because I know she's been bringing stuff back. And in the past, I've said things were retired. And then when I went to look, they were back. So I'm not sure if this wreath is back or not. If it is, I will link it. And it does have some little spots here that I could have put, either a red gel pen or some Nuvo drops or something. But I was worried I couldn't get the Nuvo drops small enough because the wreath is has such tiny detail. So I just went ahead and left it the way it is and left the poinsettias and the bow as the focal point. Here is one of the snowflake cabochons that I bought, and it's got the rhinestones. This one has a pearl and it's gold. I absolutely loved it. I didn't think I would like the gold as much as I do, but I think it's gorgeous. I thought I would be head over heels over the silver because that reminded me a little more of a snowflake blue kind of white, thing. But I absolutely love the gold. I just love it. And then I made some ribbon that just said ho 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 with my Brother P-Touch machine. And like I said in a past video, I found that even though it's not the one that they sell in the craft stores, it will still take the ribbon tape. And this one is actually, I have one here. It's not the same one, but this is the P-Touch embellishment. This is the white one. But it will take this as well as an off-brand in my machine. But you have to check your machine before you go out and invest in the cartridges there. Check your machine and it'll tell you if it's compatible with that cartridge. And so, I was ecstatic when I found out that mine was, and I have just played and played and played with it. I absolutely love this little moose, and it is a Cottage Cuts die. I believe it has a tree that goes with the die, but I have never used the tree. I've only used the moose. I just think he's adorable, and if he's still available, I will link him. I chalked his cheeks. I inked him up with Tim Holtz Distress Inks, all except down here on the black. And I used a Stampin' Up! White craft ink, but any white ink you have will do. Here's my ribbon that I did on my Brother P-Touch again. And this one says Merry Christmas. It doesn't take a lot to tickle me. It really doesn't. Merry Christmas. And I put a little holly with some berries there in the center of the bow. Punched out a heart that I had. It's an old Stampin' Up! Heart punch that is retired. That I do know is retired. and put it so that it looks like he's holding it in his mouth. I thought that was cute. And so that was, oh, this is the same tag. Let's see, let me show you. See, this is the same tag, only this one has the centerpiece. And I mean, it looks completely different. And this background is a stamp that I purchased eons ago from AliExpress. I think maybe it was Amazon. I don't remember, but one of those two places. I've had it for a long time, and it didn't come with any packaging, so I can't tell you where it came from. But I stamped the stamp on the background, so it's the same as this red, only I stamped that image on it. So that's where I got my buffalo checked paper from. For this last tag, I had this, I'd been carrying it around for a long time. He looks a little icky looking compared to his white body. But if he's not on his white body, he looks white. So I probably should have inked this better or chose a different color for his body. But you could take his head off and put a pin back on, which is what I was originally going to do with him. But I just kept looking at him. I've had him for years, and I refused to get rid of him. Every time I'd go to de-stash stuff, I just hung on to him. I loved him so much, and finally decided I was going to use him, and I was just going to suck it up. You know, I wasn't going to put it on a pin, because I'd never put it on a pin yet. Let's just face it, deal with it, and move on with our lives. You know, Sherry, you're not going to do that. You're lazy. So come up with something else or get rid of it. So I decided to turn him into the snowman and put a body on him. This is just one of my dies. I think it's from AliExpress, because I can't remember if it's AliExpress or Cottage Cuts. But I needed a body that fit the size head I had. So that's what I did. And I used my my white gel pen and a glitter pen to put a little detail on the scarf. And there's some snowflakes that come out of a different die. And I cut out a couple, or die cut out a couple of them and put them on here. And then I took the little tiny pom-poms that I use for chalking the cheeks. I have a bag of them. They come in I think like a bag of 50 or something like that. So I pulled out 6 of them and stacked up snowballs in front of the little snowman. This is again a tag from my stash. It comes in a set of 3 different tags, and the biggest one you can make a pocket out of. So it's a really nice die set, and if it's available, I'll link it for you. And I actually had bought some dishcloths from Amazon, and they came wrapped in this ribbon. I bought white, and they came wrapped in the black. I bought cream, and they came wrapped in cream. And then I bought black, and they came wrapped in white. So I saved the ribbon, and that's what I used up here at the top. It's a little bulky, it's a little big, but I just thought it was really cute. And I liked that it was black and it matched his hat, and I thought it really pulled it all together. And super easy, super simple tags. Anybody can make these tags. It takes absolutely squat for skill, as you can tell. And so, sorry. Oh, I need to take a nap. I'm getting tired. But, so anybody can make anything I do. Nothing is difficult. And I would really, I've had people ask, do you mind if I do it? Oh, no, I don't mind. It tickles me to death when I think that somebody wants to do something that I've made. So if you see anything here that you like, don't hesitate to make it. And if you do, please let me know, because it would really tickle me to see how you did it and what you did with it, because I know that my tags are pretty plain and simple and basic. So I'm really curious how other people use the same dies, and it would make me ecstatic if somebody saw this and went and got the die and, made something awesome with it. I'd be over the moon happy. So, alright guys, I won't keep you any longer. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll do my best to answer them. I will link as many of the things as I possibly can in the description box for you. Alright? Excuse me. Remember to practice your CPR, craft, pray, repeat. Thanks for visiting me today, and happy crafting. Love you guys all. Bye!